In the event of a water damage emergency, call PuroClean of Cenla.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Toledo Bend's looking pretty nice this morning. We have partly cloudy skies out there and just some high clouds, but I do expect another round of storms to come into the area today, and that is probably going to get started up here fairly shortly. So Alexandria, we had 2 rounds of storms come through yesterday, a couple inches of rain in parts of town, and those clouds just starting to kind of boil up right now. You can see there's Texas Avenue right there, and so yeah, this is from the radio station looking like southwest or south, I guess. So I had the camera actually kind of watching that storm come in last night. It was really cool. So storms right now off to the southeast of our area. You can see stuff trying to form down here around Cameron Parish, Calcasieu Parish, Lake Charles area. And these are all just going to kind of come up like that cluster did last night from the southwest to the northeast. I think today we get another pretty widespread round of rain. And you can see yesterday it ranged from not much, like a trace in some of these areas. These are radar estimates, so this isn't exactly what you would have seen in Gina, possibly is, but 1.7 inches in Alexandria, 0.55 out at the airport was the official reading, and you can see as you get northwest of town, it got lighter. Where we see those yellows popping in, that's 2+ inches of rain. So it changes wildly over a short distance. 78 degrees right now, Alexandria, 80 up in Monroe. New Orleans, 89, steaming away down there, and we are going to see some gusty winds with these storms, as we've already seen. Saw some tree damage around Glen Mora yesterday, but here you can see this as these storms pop up. They're going to have little bursts of gusty wind in there, and as they kind of organize together into a big unit and that line moves through, we'll see a composite outflow boundary is what we'll call that, and we'll have easy gusts to 40 along that with isolated severe wind gusts possible, even though we are not officially in a severe risk for today. So, oh good, you can hear me well. Awesome, I love it. I went and unplugged and replugged everything and set everything the best I could. So that's good news. 88 degrees, 1 p.m. Temperatures kind of on the average are going to fall after that because storms will be moving through. These temperature forecasts, take them with a grain of salt. It depends on if you're pre-storm, post-storm, and all kinds of stuff. So temperatures probably going to pop up close to 90. Then the storms come through. We go back down into the 70s, come back up into the 80s. It gets steamy, and you know how Louisiana works. So this is what we're looking at on the HRRR model for today. Pretty simple, straightforward stuff here. Cluster of storms forms right now, and that's going to shoot off to the northeast. Looks like probably about 1 to 5 o'clock is our most active time as it was yesterday. Now, yesterday we actually got a secondary round to come through. I don't think we see that today. I think this one comes through late enough. And then tomorrow looks a little bit more spotty. So we transition away from this widespread blob of rain to more scattered, typical summertime stuff. Now, we could still see some gusty winds involved in those storms, but I don't think we're going to see anything widespread that's going to be severe, no big flooding threats or anything like that. Again, not even a slight risk, not even a marginal risk for today. There is a risk for severe weather from Minneapolis down through western Nebraska, but I'm thinking most of you probably not there. So this is the tropical area of interest in the Pacific. There's a 90% chance of development on this red blob right here. Some of the models indicate some of that energy trying to get over into the southern Bay of Campeche, but if that happens, that's going to just shove right back into Mexico. So I don't see any threats locally. I don't really see any realistic threats for the Gulf of Mexico, but if you are planning a trip down to, I don't even know what coastal town would be there. If you're going there and there's a tropical storm, just be ready. 1 to 2 inches of rainfall in the outlook through Sunday, so that's through the next 7 days. I think a lot of that is going to come today for some of us, and then those storms get kind of scattered around the area. So it'll go from, 2 inches in New Lano, and then Leesville's going to have 0.2 inches. It's just how it works. It's summertime, and I'd go nuts if I was a farmer or a roofer, because Mark's calling me from Igloo the other day. He's like, I need time to put roofs on. I know a lot of you depend on these dry days, and we just don't have a certainly dry day for the next 7. Here's your 7-day forecast. Thunderstorms likely today, becoming much more scattered throughout the week, so you can roll the dice on a dry day. I just don't see it happening for sure, at least for the next 7 days. And beyond that, to round out the month here, temperatures in the low to mid 90s, slightly above where we should be or where normal would be for this time of year. And then the rainfall, again, it stays scattered around the area, so we keep a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. High pressure does not completely take hold, because remember, the other alternative to this is we get that high pressure to just kind of cook this very very wet ground, and we get way up into the 90s with tons of humidity. So there aren't many beautiful options this time of year, but for now, we will see those scattered storms, it looks like, continuing for the next week or so. I'm going to get out of here for today. Hope you have a great Monday, and I will see you back here tomorrow morning.